Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to another guitar lesson for beginners. Okay, we're getting a little past the beginner stage, though, obviously. But either way, same deal. You can do this. It's not that hard, okay? So anyway, we're going to do all the chords in what's called the B minor position. So there's different ways to do the same chords, and you're technically altering the voice. Okay, so our typical B minor, what we're going to do is we're going to put our pinky or our fourth finger down here on the fourth fret of the G string. Then we're going to go to the next string above, which is our D on the same fret with our third finger. Then we're going to take our second finger, move it down to the B string on the third, and we're going to put our first finger on the first string of the second fret. And we're only going to play the bottom four notes, the ones that are fretted, okay? Now, this is going to give us a B minor, okay? Now, with that, if you just simply lift up your finger and you go this way, you play it as a bar chord, okay? So the sound gets changed. So fuller, richer. The voicings is something you have to learn to figure out on your own, okay? Because it's the same chord, but with a slightly different voice, all right? And so you got to pick and choose. Now, lyrics do dictate chords that are going to be used in any song, regardless of what key that song is in. We've talked a little bit about keys before and how, it's theory. It's an idea that these chords go together for principals. These ones go for alternative minor chords. But there are songs that will only contain maybe one or two of those chords in a key because of the lyrics in the song. You must bring in chords from other keys to make the song work. Okay? Well, this is the same kind of deal when you're playing with any chord, period. This is a standard B minor, which is very easy for anybody to do. Bar chords are not as easy because there's more pressure involved. Now, of course, with an electric guitar, the pressure is far, far less always than an acoustic will be, okay? So you can make a nicer sound on a bar chord on an electric without any real difficulty. But with acoustics, a little bit different. So if you want that cleaner chord because you're not ready for the bar chord, you could use the more basic formation, which is true. However, sometimes these formations don't work and you must use the full chord of the bar version of it, okay? So, or find another alternate fingering with the correct voice too, right? Because even though a B minor is a B minor is a B minor and every other chord too, it's the voicings that must match with the lyrics. That's a big part of this, okay? Which is why there are literally tens of thousands of chords, okay? But they go and they spread across not only standard tuning, but they go across multiple tuning modes that guitars do, okay? And there's a lot of tuning modes, okay? And then there's a lot of ways to do all these chords, different fingerings for like all your diminished, your augmented chords, and all this other stuff, right? They're not all found in the standard E, standard concert A tuning, which is E, A, D, G, B, E, right? They're not all found there, so you might have to do some alternate tuning, right? Anyways, so let's go across all these chords that are in this position. So starting with the B minor. Now, you know that B does not have a sharp, but it certainly does have a flat, okay, which is called B flat, or B flat minor in this case, which is actually A sharp minor, okay? So we just slide it back one. So this is going to be like a B flat minor. Some of these chords can sound downright evil sounding, right? But then we go to a regular B minor, C minor, C sharp minor, okay, D minor, D sharp minor, okay, and then, after that we got E. That's going to be an E minor, one form of an E minor, okay? And then, of course, you don't have an E sharp, okay, but you do have, obviously, F is going to be next, so an F minor, F sharp, G, G sharp, What's after G? A. Everything starts over at the 12th fret, so A sharp minor or B flat minor. And the pitches go, okay? Now, this is not a full 2 octaves. If you had 24 frets, you'd have a full 2 octaves to deal with. But it's just sliding the chords is all it is, right? And you can also opt for bar chords. Now, not every bar chord, by the way, for the corresponding position here will be exactly the same by just throwing up a finger and changing the voice that way. Some of them may need a slight alteration. We'll go through that in bar chords when we get to all the different bar chords that we're going to go through on these videos. Because we're not going to do videos to give you over 30,000 friggin' chords. That's just ridiculous, okay? Some stuff you got to do on your own here, right? But that's all the positions of B minor and what those chords would be considered to be. You know, do check out the playlist for all my other videos with guitar lessons for beginners. And thanks for staying tuned. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Ciao.